The members of the Umbrella Academy, Klaus number 4 was always the one easiest to overlook. But behind his eccentric appearance lay an extraordinary gift, the power to summon the dead. He could call forth entire armies of ghosts, and even unleash terrifying, otherworldly creatures from beyond the grave. Yet ironically, Klaus hated his powers. He had always feared the Dar, and even more so, the presence of death. His father, determined to make him stronger, would often lock the young Klaus inside the morgue alone, forcing him to confront the spirits that haunted him. While his abilities did improve, the emotional damage was far greater. Klaus began to withdraw from the real world, building a mental cage around himself. He slipped into a fantasy where pain couldn't reach him. If it hadn't been for his brother Ben, he likely would have been lost for good. But then tragedy struck. Ben died during a mission. Klaus's last anchor to sanity was gone. With Ben no longer there, the ghosts returned, more vivid and vicious than ever. Every time he closed his eyes, they were there, twisted, contorted, whispering in his mind. To numb his fear, Klaus began to fall. Only when his mind was foggy could he silence the voices and suppress his powers. But fate had other plans. Their father's sudden death brought the siblings back together, and with them returned the long-lost number 5 carrying a chilling message: the world would end in 7 days, and the only ones who could stop it were them. Against all odds, Klaus was now part of this mission, but in his current state, he couldn't even summon their father's spirit, let alone help save the world. Feeling useless and ashamed, he left quietly, hoping not to drag his siblings down with him. But even in solitude, the ghosts followed. This time, they mocked him, blamed him. If you were stronger, Ben wouldn't have died. The words hit like daggers, slicing into the deepest corners of his guilt. In that moment, Klaus finally woke up. He couldn't keep running anymore. To reclaim control over himself, he asked Diego, his brother, to tie him up, just in case he tried to back out. Withdrawal hit fast. Klaus screamed, begged, and cried. But Diego remained cold-solent and walked away, because he knew only Klaus could fight this battle. Time blurred, agony faded, and eventually clarity returned. When Klaus opened his eyes again, he saw them the spirits he once feared. His power was back, but before they had time to regroup, number 5 reappeared from a time jump frantic and breathless. He had infiltrated the commission and stolen classified documents related to the apocalypse. And in those files she discovered something that shook him to his core. The one responsible for the end of the world wasn't some faceless villain. It was someone among them. Before he could act, he was caught by the handler. But he managed to escape just in time and brought the files back with him. As he laid the documents out in front of his siblings, everyone held their breath. And when they saw the name written on the page, they all froze. The one who would cause the apocalypse was Vanya, number 7. The one they had always believed to be completely ordinary.